The House Judiciary Committee is moving forward with a crucial bill to try and break up big tech. This is a crucial first step in accomplishing something to achieve that goal. Joining us now for more on this is New York Congresswoman and the chairwoman of the Election Integrity Caucus, Claudia Tenney. Congresswoman, so nice to have you back on.
Great to be on.
Tell us about this bill and how important that this is step number one in something that's it could take time. It's going to take a lot of people to get this done, but this is what we had to do 100 years ago to break up Standard Oil and the railroads and that whole robber baron era in this country. How important is this right now?
Well, it's critically important. We have a big tech that's taking over our lives. It's much worse than Standard Oil because it deals with everybody walks around on a phone. Everybody wasn't on a train necessarily all the time.
That's a good point.
And we're dependent on oil, but I'll tell you, this big tech issue is really huge, and it's affecting us in the election integrity realm as well. I sent a letter to the Center for Technology and Civic Life. That was the big front organization, a so-called not-for-profit, where big tech Facebook czar Mark Zuckerberg gave over $350 million to this so-called not-for-profit that then funneled $350 million around the country to 2,500 different election zones in the effort to help with PPE. In order to help people deal with the pandemic, these election boards around the country. And what it turned out is only 1% of all that money actually went to PPE. 99% went to things like designing ballots, paying salaries for election workers in districts, using this money to manipulate our election process. And this is really dangerous. And we have private money being infused into this arena, into government. Then you're going to see undue influence. And guess what? 92% of the money that was distributed went to Democrat-leaning districts. And that's exactly what Zuckerberg's doing with his power in big tech, his personal wealth. He's influencing our elections. And we are demanding that the Center for Tech and Civic Life disclose where this money was actually spent. We only have news accounts, and thankfully the state of Wisconsin pushed to get more results. And what do you know? It was used for electioneering, buying cars, and a number of other items.
Yeah.
And they refused to disclose that, which is required by the IRS. And by the way, if you look at the infrastructure bill coming out, the Democrats' plan is to weaponize the IRS, to have another corps of enforcers out there to go after American citizens, to force them to pay whatever the IRS deems, is required. So we're dealing with weaponization of government, using private funds. I mean, this is we're seeing a real change in our country.
So the issue, Congresswoman, I'll tell you about just my mom, for example. She's a very proud Democrat. She's up in Massachusetts, and she goes on her Facebook, and everything that's on there, it's an echo chamber, and we all deal with this. And the problem is people aren't aware of other things that are happening because they only see what they want to see. There are algorithms in place to make sure that happens. We saw this in the fall with the election. We saw this throughout the campaign. And I thought this was fascinating. There is going to need to be checks and balances on these supposed fact checkers. You think about PolitiFact, for example. So PolitiFact and the Poynter Institute, which is supposed to be beyond reproach, right? They are funded, 5% of their funding comes from Facebook and Chinese-owned TikTok. So how unbiased can they really be when some of their funding, a huge percentage of their funding, is coming from one entity, and that's Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook?
Exactly. It's the Ministry of Truth, and he gets to decide what the truth is, not the facts. It's very scary. We have lost this section. This is really supposed to be the realm of what our founders imagined as the Fourth Estate, a free press. But because so many people are reading Facebook, it's easy, it's accessible. They control everything. They control our, everything we see, and they actually, even Google, you put in a Google search, that's all filtered. Google really only covers, it's estimated, about 6% of the entire internet. So when you do a search, you think you're out covering the internet. You're not. It's very scary the way that they can control our lives. I feel like we're already here, at what George Orwell predicted that we would be.
We're beyond that. We're beyond that now. Yeah, it's the mainstream media. I thought this was fascinating. So when it comes to the COVID theory that you and I have talked about, the Washington Post published in May 2020 that former President Donald Trump's claims were completely unsubstantiated. They came out with an article that talked about the COVID lab leak theory just a month ago, and they now say those are, quote, credible. So this, again, nobody pushed back It was misinformation. You were suppressed on social media a year ago, May 2020, if you even hinted that maybe it came from a lab. And now everybody says, no, it's okay to talk about that. The problem is they would suppress you. You were canceled if you talked about that before. I quickly just want to ask you about H.R. 1. The vice president was out talking about this bill earlier this week. It failed in the Senate. Here's what she had to say.
Do not be deterred. Do not be overwhelmed. Let's not throw up our hands when it's time to roll up our sleeves. It is the nature of it, and it is the nature of who we are to fight for these fundamental rights undeterred.
Where do you see this bill going? Is the bill dead in the water now, or is this going to continue on and on? The president said yesterday he's going to barnstorm around the country to promote the merits of the bill.
Yeah, that was kind of a vague clip. She really didn't get into specifics. Right. But the reason is because H.R. 1 is probably one of the most dangerous pieces of legislation to ever come to Congress. And the Democrats are calling it For the People Act, and it could be nothing more than corrupt. It's going to enshrine one-party rule and their complete control over this nation for the rest of my lifetime anyway, if they can get it through. And it's very scary because they're trying a bait and switch now. Joe Manchin is saying, oh, I just voted for a procedural vote for H.R. 1. Well, basically, he got it to the floor. Had they gotten the vote and had they had one more vote, we would be seeing this, banning voter ID, federal takeover of our elections. But guess what the bait and switch is? He says, you know what, I wasn't going to vote for H.R. 1. I'm going to vote for H.R. 4, which is the John Wright's voting advancement bill. That's just as bad. That federalizes elections as well and gives the Department of Justice the power to stop states from passing reasonable election reforms. So it's weaponized again, just like the IRS. I can't think of anything scarier that you could do to the American people than weaponizing that branch of government, the executive branch.
It's only been 155 days of the Biden administration, and we're dealing. I know your reaction says it all. Congresswoman Tenney, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for being with us. Come back and see us. Keep us posted on the push to break up big tech. So important. Thank you. Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.